Hey everyone, this is Nitro. In this video, I'm going to challenge the level 65 Valkyrie. And before I begin, I'm going to do some equipment upgrades for my characters. So my party is going to be Leon, Bernhard, Elwin, so that's 3 melee characters. And in addition to these 3, I am going to bring Liana. And for the very last character, I'm actually going to bring Roga. Because Roga is a Lancer class, and he can also equip ranged soldiers. So it will be very useful for this fight. I'll demonstrate it once I begin, but yeah, you'll see what happens. So that's going to be my party. And I'm actually going to go over my equipment first. You know what? Roga has speed boots. He has a vampire mask. Basically, his equipment is garbage. It's all level 20s. Okay, so that's Roga. Next is going to be Leon, and Leon's equipment hasn't changed. So still Horror Helm, still Wing Chun Guards and Aces, Armor, and Seal Guardian. Alright. So, after Leon is Bernhard. And Bernhard is, I'm going to have to do a few upgrades. He currently has a level 40 and Aces Armor with 6% hit points, 7% hit points on the Reaper's Breath with plus 10% hit points, Speed Boots giving 9% attack, and then finally a Seal Guardian giving 9% attack and plus 10 attack. It's only level 30. You can see like most of this equipment is not actually upgraded, and I'm actually going to use Epic Martial Spirit on this Seal Guardian. So I just want to upgrade that up to level 40 at least. So there we go. Let's start strengthening it. The main limitation for me right now is basically gold. So we'll see. I have so many of these silver hammers. So let's just use some of... yeah, that's fine. Okay. So, level 40 Seal Guardian now. So he has a bit more attack. And after that, I'm going to look at Elwin. And Elwin has level 50 Seal Guardian with 9% attack here. Carbon Fiber Armor. It's only level 40, but it gives 11% hit points and plus 181 hit points. Okay. Aeneas's Helmet. Level 50, giving plus 14% hit points. So I stole... these two pieces of gear are Bernhard's regular set, and I gave it to Elwin because it's harder for Elwin to stay alive than it is for Bernhard to stay alive. Because Bernhard... yeah, Bernhard is my Bernhard is tankier than my Elwin. Specifically because Dark Guards are getting 35% hit points. So they are very high hit points. The Dark Guards will tank most of the hit when Bernhard takes damage. Whereas Elwin soldiers, the mass maids, get 35% defense and attack. So they're not getting a huge hit point boost. Plus. And so that means, yeah. It just means that unlike Bernhard, whose soldiers will tank all the hits, in the case of Elwin, he's going to take damage. So his equipment needs to be as high as possible, buffing his hit points for him to survive. So, I'm going to upgrade the Overlord's badge fully as a result. So, fortunately, I believe I have enough gold to do this. We'll see. So, let's continue the upgrades. And let's go into the guild store. Buy accessory runes and buy so that I can do the upgrade to level 50. There we go. Sorry, to level 40. Uh-oh, I might not have enough gold. In fact, I definitely don't have enough gold. Well, let's see. So let's buy epic runes, accessory runes, and special more runes, and bring this to level 50, at least the max level. Yeah, I don't have enough gold. That's not good. Okay. You know what? how can I get more gold? Is there anything I can sell for gold? Let's see. Let's get rid of these items at least. I have my daily stolen treasure to do. Okay, so I'm going to stop this video here for now. And I'm going to do a bit of clearance on my secret realm. Like, I'm going to probably finish off my timeless trials, as well as do my stolen treasure run to get enough gold to max out Elwin so that I can attack the Valkyrie. So yeah, I will continue this shortly. Hey everyone, so I'm back and I just finished my Goblin Run for the day, so that got me a bunch of gold. So let's see if this is enough to fully upgrade this Overlord's badge. Hopefully it is. I'm not sure it is though. Nope, does not look likely. Ah, still need more gold. So back to the drawing board. Just a tiny bit more. So I guess I'll have to do either guild battles or some of my timeless trial matches to get the gold. So yeah, I will continue to farm to try to get this Overlord's badge maxed out. I'll be back. Hey everyone, this is Nitro. So I'm back again. And hopefully this time I can upgrade the Overlord's badge to level 50. I'm just scraping the bottom of the barrel to do this upgrade. Oh, it looks like I have just enough. There we go, level 50. Perfect. Alright, so with the upgrades, Elwin has passed 5k power. Right? His attack is 416 plus 270, which is actually surprisingly low. That's 686 as compared to Leon, who has 536 plus 339. Wow. That's quite a difference. Really, it is. But I don't think there's anything else I can do to buff Elwin's attack. I mean, if I get Highlander class, right, there's 12 attack there, so that could help, but I don't have another runestone to use on Elwin right now. And I won't have another runestone for a long time. So it is what it is. Elwin is as buffed as he can get unless I get him to 5 or 6 stars, and that might be the difference, right? The extra star values giving additional attack. So this is my Elwin. Can't buff him any further, so here we go. Let's get started. Whoops, wrong one. Let's get started with the Eternal Temple, Valkyrie level 65. So here we go. Alright, so here we go. Level 65 Valkyrie. And the key point to this battle is if Elwin can survive the Valkyrie's counterattack and then the AoE attack of Divine Judgment. So, to that end, your best unit for Elwin would be max level mass maids, right? But my mass maids are only currently, I think, level 7 out of 10. They're not tough enough to tank the hit from the Valkyries right now. So, I'm going to be using the Phalanx. Elwin is going to end up doing less damage, but the Phalanx gives him a chance of surviving, because the Phalanx buff is decreased physical damage by a certain percentage. So we'll see if this works. Alright, so let's begin. This is my party: Roga, Bernhard, Elwin, Leon, and Liana. So the main thing is Leon has Assault and Smash, 2 attack skills, right? Roga is a Lancer class with 2 range attacking soldiers. Elwin will have Defense Break, Roar, and Frontal Assault. And finally, Bernhard will have Faction Buff, Hegemony, and the Parry skill. Alright, let's begin. So here we go. So the first turn, it's all about doing damage to the Valkyrie. So I'm going to start it off with Bernhard Faction Buffing. And then follow it up with Roga now, changing his class to Lancer. And Roga is going to attack from the healing tile. This is what will keep Roga alive. So there we go. Range attack on the Valkyrie, converting it to Lancer. And with that done, Elwin can now attack to turn it into infantry class. And I'm going to use Roar to decrease the Valkyrie's attack. So it drops to 2400 or so. Lancers tank the hit pretty well. They have a solid amount of hit points still. And then Leon is going to attack with Assault, changing the Valkyrie to Cavalry. And now that he's Cavalry, I need to turn him back into Infantry class. Or sorry, back to Lancer class, which is what I'm going to do with Roga. So I use Liana to again, and then Roga will turn the Valkyrie back to Lancer. So there we go. Now, Elwin, can he tank this hit and survive the AoE? This is what it comes down to. If he can survive this AoE attack, which he does, I'm okay. Alright, this is perfect. So Elwin's alive. Ooh. Now I'm going to do a rotation. Bernhard is going to attack. Now he's infantry. Leon is going to use Smash. Now he's Cavalry. And then Roga is going to turn him back to Lancer class. There we go. And then Elwin is going to get into healing now, bringing him back to full health. And Liana's dead, so there's no healing tile for Liana to step on, so she dies. Bernhard has a much easier time. He tanks the hit with Breeze. The Dark Guards take all the damage. So Bernhard is fine. Alright, so it's now turn 3. And I'm going to do the cycle again. So we begin with Elwin, and he's going to this time use his other skill, Frontal Assault, to attack the Valkyrie. This increases his defense as well, making him much more survivable. And then Leon is going to move in and attack. And then he's going to retreat. Bernhard, well, Roga will attack, changing him back to Lancer. And now Bernhard will get into the healing tile. So after all the damage is dealt, Bernhard helping to decrease the Valkyrie's attack and defense and so on, we can now go back. Alright, so again, the Phalanx units tanking the hit, keeping Elwin alive. And now we rotate once more. Bernhard comes back into the fray. Following up with Leon. And then Roga. And Elwin back to healing. So I'm constantly keeping a class advantage this way with the cycle. And so, once more, rotation. Start off with Roar. Follow up with Leon. Roga to Lancer. And then finally, Bernhard back to healing, and he'll faction buff everyone back up. Elwin. Taking the hit. Ooh, rotation again. Bernhard in. Leon. Elwin to healing. And Roga with the class change. And now the healing tiles are gone. So this is pretty much the last turn. Alright, here we go. Elwin, class changing. Leon. Because it's pretty much the last turn, he's going to get the charge distance for his attack. And move back. Roga is going to class change him to Lancer. Ooh. And Bernhard is just going to stand here. Alright. So it's all up to Elwin. And can Elwin do it? He does! He survives his attack and barely, just barely, finishes off the Valkyrie. So, there we go. Level 65 Valkyrie falls. Alright. So I'm going to go over my party one last time. Because... So. Leon, 6 stars, 5485 power. His attack value is 536 plus 339. This is what... And then he has 2 attack skills. Assault and Smash. For constantly doing damage. Smash, you know, decreases the enemy defense. Assault lets him do 1.6 times damage, and I can keep cycling these two. And Legion gives him plus attack, 10% attack and defense. I'm just going to change that back now, because I'm going to forget otherwise. Alright. In terms of equipment, level 50 Seal Guardian, plus 11% attack, plus 18 attack. Okay. Level 50 Elyss's Armor, plus 14% hit points, plus 1% attack. Horror Helm, plus 10% defense, plus 2% attack, plus 7 defense. And then Winged Shin Guards, plus 7% attack, plus 62 hit points, plus 7 defense. Enchant is Full Moon, which gives him plus 10% attack, right? And then plus another 5% here. So that was Leon. And it worked out quite well. He was definitely the highest damage dealer. Bernhard. Level 40 Seal Guardian, so he could actually have done more damage with a level 50. It has plus 9% attack, plus 10 attack. Elyss's Armor, level 40 again. 7 defense, 4 magic defense, 6% hit points. Reaper's Breath, 7% hit points, 43 hit points, 4 int. And then Speed Boots, 9% attack. 3% magic defense, 1 magic defense. Really, it was really just... Because the Dark Guards took all the damage, the rest of it didn't really matter, you know? The rest of the equipment was not critical, because Bernhard could survive the AoE. So that was Bernhard. He was 5 stars. Okay? And then Elwin... Actually, I should quickly mention his skills. Bernhard's skills were Parry, Hegemony, and Imperial Power. And Parry definitely saved me at the very end. When Bernhard parried and protected Elwin, tanking that hit, it let Elwin do a final attack on the last turn of turn 8, which ended the fight. And then, well, Lyanna was just here for like, what, 1 turn to use a gain on Roga, so Lyanna didn't really matter. And then Elwin, 52, 45 power, okay? Only a 4 stars. That's why his attack is quite low. 416 plus 270, right? This 416 value is very, very low compared to even, let's say, Bernhard, who has 403. And of course, it's especially low when you compare it to Leon, who has 536, right? It's important to note, right? Bernhard is only, his class only gives A for attack. It's not S, but he has 403 as 5 stars. Whereas Elwin, as an S rank attack value, he only has 416, so it's barely above it, and that's because he's only 4 stars as opposed to 5. In any case, the 4-star Elwin with Roar and Frontal Assault and Defense Break was able to do enough damage for me. So his equipment was Seal Guardian, level 50 with 9% attack, Carbon Fiber Armor with 11% hit points plus 181 hit points. I needed to boost Elwin's hit points, so this is why this is pretty much an ideal enchant for him. And then Aeneas' helmet with plus 14% hit points, again boosting his hit points, so he can survive that first turn, that critical first turn where he barely lived. And then finally Overlord's badge plus hit points, of course. It has plus 6% attack plus 4% defense. I would have preferred something like 10% attack and then 10% defense, but haven't rolled that just yet. So nonetheless, this was enough for Elwin to survive, and that's what's important. I used Phalanx because it decreased the physical damage by 27%. I tried it with mass maids, and I failed the run. The mass maids could not tank enough damage for Elwin to survive. And just to quickly bring it up, so my infantry training grounds, my mass maids are only level 7, and that's probably the big difference here. The Lancers, however, were level 9. So, level 9 Lancers with level 11 hit points on the advanced training ground, 11 hit points and level 11 for the defense. And then in the elite training ground, it's actually quite low. Only level 8 here, level 9 here, level 8, level 8. So I basically reduced the amount of damage that my Elwin would do, but the damage reduction didn't matter because it kept Elwin alive for enough to win the fight for me. So that's my party. And oh, of course, all the characters, their bonds are pretty much maxed out. Elwin, in the case of Elwin, right, it's 10, 10, 10, 5, 5, and his heart bond is level 1. Bernhard, again, everything was maxed, 10, 10, 10, 5, 5. Heart bond is level 1 as well. Leon does not have a heart bond yet, so it's just 10, 10, 10, 7, 7. And then, yeah, Lyanna didn't matter because she died after 2 turns, and Roga's bonds are nothing at all. 1 and 1. So there you go. And it didn't matter for Roga because he was just guaranteed to survive by being on the healing towel. He was just there to class change. Oh, the one important thing about Roga, I suppose, would be that I don't know if it really mattered. I gave my Roga speed boots. You probably didn't need it because Lyanna was using a gain anyways. So Roga could attack, get a gain, and then get onto the healing towel and attack a second time. So I also gave my Roga a vampire mask, which is level 20, because if this skill activates on turn 1, right, decreasing defense by 20%, then you just do a bit more damage. You're guaranteed to do damage. So that's it. Alright, so that's my party, and it barely let me beat Eternal Temple level 65 version, but it worked. So thanks for watching, everyone. Nitro out.